Alright, Cutthroat's completed. Now I'm going to get Sinnertwin off so I can do my review video of him. Oh! Hey everyone, Soundweb84 here. And we're here to pay our respects to G1 Sinnertwin. His distant cousin is now here to pay his respects. Anyway, well, yeah, whatever. Let's get on to it. Alright, so here is Sinnertwin's card you get with the figure. Well, the one I got anyway, because you can get different ones, of course. I got Megatron of Sinnertron. Wreaks havoc everywhere it isn't. Well, ain't that nice? Okay, well, that's truly fitting of a Terrorcon. Bring some terror. Of course, he also comes with his instruction booklet. Yes. And of course, you get the figure right here. And you can see he's got his Prime Master armor already tapped in, or his just pegs in. This here slides into the little hole, and you just conform it around his chest. And you put your Prime Master in there, so if he gets Megatronus, you can stick it in him. And look, he likes to turn. And of course, he comes with his handy dandy weapon, his gun. Alright, so overall, I really do like this figure. I was mostly excited for Ripper Snapper, him, and Blot. It was usually my favorite as a kid too. I just think everything on him just really pops. His biggest complaint, I would say, or my biggest complaint on him, I would say, are his shoulders. It's not really big. It just, I don't know what it is. I just really don't like the shoulders. You can see there's his Terrorcon logo. I do like how they have these logos here, like it's the old rub symbol signs. And then it's finally just shown through. So I do like the aspect of the figure itself. Alright, articulation, like I said, you know what you're getting if you have any of these. It does have a waist swivel. There is no wrist swivel. And his head can kind of bob up and down a little bit more than Cutthroat, but you're still not going to get an up really or down look too much. And it's pretty much just left to right action. But you know, his shoulders are out to there. And it does have this hinge you'd use for transformation, which you could get kind of pose in there if you want. Elbow bends to there, bicep swivel. Hips out there. Backwards, you know, these get in the way, which can be lifted so you can get a little bit more there. But like I said, you know what you're getting with these figures. And that figure, I think, looks really good. We'll show him with his G1 counterpart. Dropping a tear. Y'all saw what happened. Same thing happened to my Swindle. So yeah, I'm on the search for a new Sinnertwin, a new Swindle. But yeah, his head broke off. I would say that's probably one of the biggest problems with the G1 toys and using their heads as combined reports. You know, when they get in there and they get old, and you know, this little hinge piece down here makes it go up. My Swindle broke because I was trying to transform him and move him up. And I went to move him, he was really tight. Yeah, so they're both legs too, but it stays in there pretty well. You know, it's still pretty tight. So when I have him in Abominus mode, he doesn't fall off. I'm pretty sure when he's just sitting on a shelf, it looks good. But yeah, mine is pretty much sticker free, as you notice here. So nothing's really resembling here, but you'll get some stickers which will resemble. Of course, you see he's got his Terrorcon logo on his left shoulder, as does the new one. And this one, they made the arms of his beast mode be the arms of the figure, whereas this one had the arms to the side. But you know, it's a nice upgrade to the G1 toy. Definitely big chest. He's thick, beefy. So yeah, I think they did a really good job. You know, head sculpt here. Yeah, the silvers was the eyes, which this one I really do like the head. So maybe they'll, I don't know, is it a kissy mouth or is it sort of a dull surprise? I'm not sure. I'm going to look at there, but I do like it. Alright, now to transform this figure, first thing we're going to do is just remove the gun. Put it off to the side. Collapse his fist in. And this is going to be the pause here for the beast mode. bring them around, they will just snap over it. I do like that. So there you go. I'm going to turn his head around. I think I want to do that. I don't know if I have to or not, but you open his back and you just collapse his head in. You probably don't have to turn his head around. I think the first time I did not. That's how I just did it for the heck of it. Close this back up. Then you want to bring these down. You can see there's these little slots here. And there's these little tabs on the bottom here. These will tab into that. Now the shoulders here, this little piece is going to hinge back. I think some of the Aerobots have some of these kind of hinges. Now you probably could pop the shoulders off. You just gotta be careful. There's like a little, it's hard to see, it's like a little piece right there. It's got like a little, it's like a little lift, like a little edge, lip, that's what I'm looking for. You gotta get it up and around that. And then there's another one down here that it goes over. That's where it locks it into place. Undo his legs. They open like this. And this sort of reminds me of some of the Dinobots transformation. I think it's Snarl has something very similar. And they do share a piece here. And you just want to fold his legs up to the back. And to do that though, you gotta sort of unpeg. This thigh is tabbed in, the knee part. So you want to make sure it goes down and around. That piece in there needs to move down with it. See, that goes down in there with it. That needs to go down too. And you bring this over. See, otherwise you just do like this, and that piece stays up. It won't work. You gotta get that yellow piece in the whole thigh to want to go down into this part. So you gotta just work it off, like so. I like to turn the figures. And you just want to get him to tab in. And there's a tab down here that will tab together. And you close these up. Try to get them in line. They will tab together. Take his tail, pull it out. And then these will go all the way up and sort of tab in. There's like a little catch here that will go right inside there. You'll hear it snap. And that's done. Now his legs are back here. You just want to bring them down. And there you go. And there is a Sinnertwin in his beast mode. And I really do like his beast mode. I think it's very, very nice. You got a little bit more movement in the front. You can move these out. You want to do certain things with the figure. He also has the elbow hinge, so you can get his legs even. I'll do that. Get his legs even further back. That's what he's like. And then his head's here is also on joints, so you can raise them up. The problem is it shows off the hollowness inside. And then these are on ball joints, so you can get them around. You can have one down, one up. And another good thing about them, their mouths do open, so you get some good, joints and movement on those. Now you can take his gun and you can take it straight on his back here. So yeah, his head's down lower. They can be like peekaboo, and shoot somebody. And of course, another thing you can always do is with his Prime Master armor, backpack, whatever you want to call this thing. There are the port there. You can just have that in instead. Then you take the gun, and either one of these, you can pick a side. You can put it in that way, or nothing you can do. There's these on the sides here where you can just put his gun on his arm. And take this, and you can always plug it in on the other arm. There's lots of play potential with it. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of all these, backpack things, the only thing they're really going to be good for is to become the hands in combiner mode, which we will show off combiner mode when I get hun-gurrr. And we'll compare him with his G1 counterpart. There we go. You see the greens on the new one are more of a, I'll say a blue green, a sea green or something. These are a little bit darker on the old G1 figure. The yellow is definitely pretty close. This yellowish orange here. So you can see in the newer figure you do get more ability to have more movement in the heads, whereas this is just one solid molded piece. You know, something about Transformers nowadays. Yes, they might have gotten less plastic. They're more hollow. The plastic's softer, it's thinner, whatever. But you are getting a more articulated and posable figure. So that's one plus side, definitely. I'm so sorry. Oh, sorry. It's a little sad over here. And here he is with a Ripper Snapper, so you can see how they look together here. Anyway, I can't wait to complete my entire Terrorcon set. This figure here is definitely a thumbs up, and I am happy to have this one. Like I said, with Hasbro, you know what you're getting. So, if you're going to buy it looking for something masterpiece or third-party quality, do not buy these. But for just a fun toy that's something that's posable and reminds you of your childhood, it's a definite win-win. Anyway, I say thanks for watching. Until the next ones, peace out.